Abby from Motor City Nerds here, and I'm coming out of my little depression bubble into... Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I really don't. I subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. But this Jon Snow sequel series... Once again, George, why do you always do this? Like, I don't think... okay, I think that George R. R. Martin has a really bad habit of going... They want to do it. They want this. They want... Instead of just saying what you want to do, like... So now it's Kit Harington wants to do this. It was his idea. So all off of what this guy who played this character, now you're putting it on him? And I'm not saying that that's the only reason, but that was a big, huge thing. George R. R. Martin said that they want to do this, and I'm just like, why? It's too soon. I don't know what you're going to do. I understand that you wanted to do a sequel series that circled around ARYA if you went forward in time, not Jon Snow. So it's like, if you, as the creator, would rather do it around ARYA, then do that. And you can still have Jon Snow there, obviously. You can make Jon Snow a huge part of it, but I just don't understand. This is just kind of out of nowhere. And now people are talking about this like it's actually happening. Just so people know. I would love this to happen. I love Jon Snow. I love Kit Harington. I love this. I love Game of Thrones. I love Westeros. I'm all down for that. I just don't want them to go back to doing something just because people were unhappy with your ending for season 8. That's my thing. Like, don't go trying to, like, rewrite history because you are salty about that. Like, let this be its own thing if this is really happening. It's weird. It's weird how this leak has happened. It's weird that he's posting about it. It's weird. But then he's going, oh, it's all Kit Harington's idea. Okay, well, you're making him sound like an asshole. That's what you're doing. It sounds like you're trying to get people all geeked up for something, and then you're going, well, if it fucks up, it's not my fault. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. Just because stuff is being talked about doesn't mean that it's for sure happening. We can have a conversation about something and be like, do you want to know what, this show would be really cool? And then it gets leaked out that it's like, okay, well, these people wanted to do this. Well, we had a conversation about it. We never said it was actually happening. And then I thought people were talking about the Nymeria stuff, like that was set in stone. And so I kind of deep dived into that, and I'm like, no, none of this is set in stone because none of this has hit production yet. They're in talks of doing these things. These are the things that are being shopped around. And so it's Nymeria under 10,000 ships, Jon Snow sequel, and once again, why would you do this? Do Dunk and Egg. Do Dunk and Egg. We like that dynamic. Do Dunk and Egg. That's what they should have started with. But either way, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be, but my life is in shambles. I know, I'm happy for this. I am. I'm genuinely happy to hear this news and stuff, but I'm just like, I don't want this to become, we have to make it what the original wasn't, and then you're putting way too much on people, and it's just, it has to be done delicately. Is that a good way of putting it? But it is a cool idea. I don't know what you're going to go into. I don't know what you're going to dive into, but, because with ARYA, you're going around the world. She goes, what's west of Westeros? I'll go find out. Like, there's stuff to happen there. Do you guys like how I look like Argyle from Stranger Things? Jon really doesn't have much going on, though, with the end of the show. Because we still are waiting on 2 books, buddy. But at the end of the show, we are... I mean, what could you really go into? You have Ghost, so you could do some warding stuff. But I liked the ending. I didn't hate it. I didn't like how we got there as much, but that's a whole other video that I already have posted. You can go check it out on my channel. But I didn't hate the ending. I didn't love it either, but it's like the wall is melting. Grass is starting to pop up. He's with his dog, and once again, if you watch my video, I said there should have been a character added, and this would have made even better for a Jon Snow sequel, would have been if this character was there, but what we do have is him with his dog and his BFF, and he's essentially the king beyond the wall now, but eventually the wall will be gone, so, you know what I mean? There's no real, like, he can't come into Westeros type shit. But with ARYA, we can go all over, we can see places, we can do this, we can do that, and I don't know, maybe they'll link up. That'd be cool if ARYA and Jon linked up and went around with doing adventures. That'd be cool. But I just don't know exactly what, unless you're going to make him like a political figure, like he's actually a ruler and not just in name. Like, it's not just we call Jon the king beyond the wall. He's actually still participating in a lot of the political shit that goes on with Westeros. Then I could see this happening and having more things to do. But I don't know. To me, as like just a fan watching it, I'm like, I don't think I want to see Jon doing that, you know, because he's just not about that life. And he's kind of earned the right to leave me in peace for a minute. How about that? That'd be cool, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the only thing I can think of is the warg stuff from the book, because you still have Ghost, or he could ride Drogon. he's still a Targaryen, and there's still a dragon out there. So that would be really cool, but you'd still have to travel. Unless it came to you, you'd have to travel around. I mean, obviously, you'd have to travel around if there's a show. But yeah, I think there's some cool stuff, but I don't know. I think this is a big gamble, HBO. I think this is a big gamble because if it's not done perfectly well and executed exactly right, House of the Dragon, you got a little wiggle room. Freaks like me will know little things, but other people won't, you know what I mean? And so you have a little bit of wiggle room to do things, but this will have high expectations from both sides. People that just watched it, people that read it, people that are obsessed with it, people that nitpick it, people that don't. Like, it's gonna be scrutinized heavily, so it's like, do you really want to take that on right now? Especially with the state of the world. Do you really want to take that on right now? I don't think you should. I really don't. I don't think this is a smart move. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Jon riding Drogon. I would love to see him in Ghost and him doing warg stuff. I'd love to see him and Arya going around the world. That'd be really cool. I'd be all about that. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get something out to you guys because this is the first time I've ever had people like, more than like one or two people be like, aren't you going to talk about this? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I've been playing Final Fantasy X and being depressed. And I kind of I was so honored that people were like, no, we've been waiting for you to drop news about Jon Snow and you just haven't. And I'm like, I didn't know people wanted to hear me talk about, like, I would have, but back before, within the last month, I've lost the man who raised me out of nowhere. Like, I don't want to cry. I was with him the day before things got bad, and then all of a sudden he was gone. It just sucked. And then my job of 10 years fired me, and I'm like, what am I going to do? So I've been, like, in a bubble of pretending this isn't happening for a few days, and now I'm like, okay. The outside world's calling, and they want to hear me talk about Jon Snow, and I'm ready to answer the call. Yeah, let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about Stranger Things. Let's talk about this. I don't know how people feel. Let me know down in the comments. We can go into detail, like, what if? I would love nothing more than to just do videos going like, what if? Without going like, well, we have to have exact info that this is what would have happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it when people go, when it's a theory. It's a theory for a reason. Like, we don't have any proof for this, or we don't know if that's actually happening. That's what makes it a theory. So it's like, what if this is what's going on? What if this happened? And I don't have any proof to back it up, and I don't have any examples to show you guys. And normally I do. Normally I do have some type of example to be like, well, they said this and they did that, but I think it's just fun sometimes to go, well, what if? And it's like, okay, well, let's just play one game of a big game of what if with Jon Snow, where it's like, what if he found Drogon? What if he does the warg stuff? What if he's actually king, like, politically and actually making moves? What if him and Arya went on adventures together west of Westeros? That's pretty cool. That'd be something fun. I would love to work on that, but then it's like, you can't screw up. Like I said, there's no wiggle room here. But yeah, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Tell me what you think about this Jon Snow stuff. Make sure you just subscribe. It really helps me out. We're on our way to 1,000, and I'm so grateful for everybody who has subscribed. The reason I'm doing the Final Fantasy X walkthrough is because, 1, I like to finish what I started. 2, it's pissing me off. 3, I like to have something constantly going out to you guys. And that way YouTube's like, hey, remember this channel exists? And they bump me up and everything like that, and it's hard. But yeah, I just have fun doing it. So if you guys really don't like the Final Fantasy X walkthrough, and it brings different people to the channel, but if you guys really don't like it, just let me know. I'll stop doing it, because some people said they really did not like that, or people have come to the channel thinking that's all I do is stream games, and I love doing it, but I can do that on Twitch or something if people really don't like it. And I have a couple games up. I got Final Fantasy X, which I'm struggling with right now, and then I have my full Kingdom Hearts 1 walkthrough, which I really liked, and I'm debating on doing another one if you guys want to see that. I was thinking about doing Birth by Sleep, because I've never played it all the way through. So let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you feel about Jon Snow. Let me know if you've been watching my game streaming. I one-shotted Seymour. It was fucking sweet. But anyway, see how excited I got? But anyway, Final Fantasy X, let me know if there's a game you guys, oh my god, what was that, a fly? Got it. But let me know if there's a game you guys want to see me play, or whatever. Oh, check out the OnlyFins. That's what we call it over here, because I'm not allowed to promote it. Everything's down in the description. But yeah. What game do you guys want me to play, if you guys want me to continue to do that? And how do you feel about this? And I want to hear from the casual fans, too. I don't want to just hear from us psychos. Even though I love hearing from the psychos. I love you guys. But yeah, I want to know what average viewers think about this. People that haven't read the books, people that aren't obsessed with it. Like, what do you think this is smart? Because I don't think this is smart. I don't know. How do other Game of Thrones people feel about this? I haven't really looked anything up. Like I said, I've been in my depression bubble of Final Fantasy X and making a mess. So yeah, I'm looking around me and I'm like, God, it is filthy in here. I need to clean it.